Hey, what's good with the faithful? It's your boy AB from the Bay to LA, man. Just wanted to tap in with the faithful real quick because I've been thinking about a couple things, man, over the last few days, and I think it should resonate with a lot of our fans. And I just think sometimes we gotta take a step back and understand what we're dealing with and what we're looking at. And that was the point of this video today, man. I just really wanted to talk about, to me, how the 49ers are the great equalizer. And when I say that, I just mean in sports and in our lives, right? Um, a lot of people will say, "Well, sports shouldn't dictate how you feel," and it's a bunch of millionaires playing ball, and there's a lot of people that have negative things to say about athletes and sports. But as faithful, we already know what it is, y'all. We know how important football is to us. We can't sit here and let somebody dictate to us how important football is. Because I've had those people, that tell you football isn't everything and it doesn't matter if you win or lose and who cares and what does it mean in real life. And, that's for that person or for that set of people, that's how they feel. And hey, if that's how you feel, that's cool. But for the faithful, for the people that really love this, that live for this, that go week to week to this, it's a real thing. It's part of your DNA. It's part of your culture. It's part of your family. It's part of what you do every day in your life, or every Sunday in your life, for the least. So I'm not gonna let these people, dictate to us or dictate to me how important football should be to me. And the reason I wanted to bring this up because the 49ers, I call it the great equalizer. Because sports brings a balance to your life. Obviously, when you win, you're great, you're up. When you lose, you're down, you're upset. But when you have a great team and you have a great franchise that you're rooting for, it becomes a great equalizer. And I believe that because in life we deal with a lot of things. We have a lot of outside situations we have to deal with on a day-to-day basis, and sometimes they're not great. Sometimes it's very hard and we have to try to overcome and get through things. Life can be hard sometimes. So that's why with football and the 49ers, I just wanted to send them a shout out, man, because with the 49ers, sure, we have not won that Super Bowl and we are chomping at the bits. We're upset. We're mad. We talk about it every year, and it's a real thing. That quest for six is a real thing, and it's been elusive this far. So we understand, that we haven't won one, but at the same time, I want to acknowledge what we've been doing the last 4 or 5 years. Because it's a great and amazing thing that's going on in San Francisco with the Shao Canahan and John Lynch, and they're doing an awesome job. And we need to acknowledge the fact that this team competes at a high level every single year. You know, Granted, there's a couple years that you sprinkle in that injuries and certain things derail the season, and that's football. This is football. That's going to happen. So the fact that for the last 4 or 5 years, we've been able to be successful, we need to appreciate that as fans. I know we get on, the social medias and everything, and sometimes we complain and we're not satisfied and we're not happy with the results, but you got to understand there's only one team that wins the Super Bowl every year, and there's a whole bunch of other teams, 31 other teams competing for that, and there's only going to be one winner. So I know Ricky Bobby says if you're not first, you're last, and I get that and I understand that. It makes a lot of sense, but in the reality of life, that's not always true because when you don't win the Super Bowl, but that doesn't mean you didn't have a successful season. That doesn't mean you weren't better than all these other teams. And what I mean by that is like every single week, right? For the good part of 5 years, the 49ers have given us hope as fans. They've given us something to cheer about, something to be excited about, something to be proud about, something to be happy about, right? They give this to us week in, week out. That's consistency, guys. That's consistency. Not every team does that. Just go ask some of the dwellers sellers. Go ask the Cardinals how they feel. The Cardinal fans. Go see how they feel about things. Browns fans up until this year, but for the most part, their whole entire existence. Go ask them how they feel. The Jets. Ask their fans how they feel. Okay? Ask the Jaguars. These guys never compete. They're never at a high level. They might get one good year in and they're out of there, you know. But we consistently perform every single year as an organization, speaking of the 49ers. And you got to accept and appreciate that. I know it's disappointing to not win the Super Bowl, but appreciate the fact that we are competing at a high level because it's not often and it doesn't happen often. So we are in a good position as fans. We should be thankful and grateful. And they give us something to hope every single week. There's 18 weeks, 18 weeks in a season this in the NFL season these days, right? Then you got another 4 weeks if you can make it all the way to the Super Bowl. That's 22 weeks. That's almost half a year, right? It's almost half a year where you have a team that you are excited about and you believe in and you think you can get it done. There might be some heartbreak break at the end, but I'll tell you one thing. I'd rather that heartbreak and going this far every year than to have a team that gives me no hope week after week to where I don't even know I don't know what their existence is. I don't watch them. I don't know what's going on. So, you got to balance it. Yes, it sucks we haven't won the Super Bowl, but I also appreciate the fact that we're competing for one every single year because we can be some of these other teams that don't stand a chance. And sports is a great distraction. It's a great distraction. We get to watch it. We get to talk, debate, analyze. It's a great distraction. So appreciate the fact that we had that type of distraction. It's going to be heartbreak sometimes. But like I said, at the end of the day, I'm excited and I'm happy that I'm a Niner. And I hope you guys are too because they have done an amazing job over the last 4 or 5 years, despite not getting the big one. But you know how many other teams didn't get the big one? Probably, 29 to 30 other teams. And they haven't competed at our level. I got to go witness, all the Super Bowl festivities in Vegas. That's something I'll never forget. We didn't win, but I created memories with people and people I love and that I'll never forget. And I'll never forget the Super Bowl and the excitement that I had going into it. So we get that excitement. So appreciate that. Don't fall into this, oh well, we didn't win the big one, so we're just as sorry as the Cowboys or nah, man. The Cowboys are straight trash. Every year, you know what it is with them. But every year, you know what it is with the Niners. They come with it, they bring it. And that's all I wanted to say, y'all. Because and I'm going to make another video and we'll address this because I've been getting into some debates over Juwan Jennings and Tyler Boyd. And it's interesting how fans quickly forget. Some are saying, oh, Tyler Boyd is way better and that's who we need. And I'll take him over Jennings. It's interesting how we quickly forget, but that's another subject for another day. I just wanted to touch down with y'all and say, look, man, let's appreciate where we're at. We haven't won the big one, but let's appreciate the fact that every single year we have a chance to compete for that big one, right? So look, I'll get with y'all. I hope y'all good, man. It's your boy AB from the Bay to LA. Like, subscribe. Like I said on the previous ones, we're just getting started, man. This is gonna be a great season. It's the last stand. We're gonna see what it is. Y'all take care. I'll get with y'all later. Check me out.